have to get through Dom Muji and Connie, who looked really excellent in the winner's bracket, fell short with a couple of games that really just had a ton of huge mistakes, right? We saw a lot of SDs from them, maybe a little bit nervous in that winner's finals. This is going to be their chance to get back to it. But again, if you're feeling a little bit unsteady going against a wrecking ball team like we've seen from Stitch and Angelo, then you better be ready to feel some pain.
We'll find out shortly here on Pokemon Stadium 2. So far, the wall working out a little decently until that back throw that Connie did on his teammate just kind of opened up a little bit of an opportunity. Connie still looking a little healthy, though, at 20%. Actually, the Pokemon trainer is taking a lot of the damage.
Yeah, honestly, I think sticking to the Ivysaur and the Samus, I think if you're having both of these characters and you got a big stage like PS2, your #1 priority is shut down the Luigi, right? You just got to shut down that Luigi. Yoshi is going to bounce back and forth wherever he's going to go, whatever stage. But I think that the game plan has to be, hey, shut down Angelo. Don't let him get these big combos started. And things like this may just start to happen, but tit for a tat, one stock trade on each of these sides. It's going to be red team coming out on top right now. Things are coming up aces for them.
Singles matchups don't necessarily like translate into doubles matchups, right? But one of the both of these matchups actually versus Yoshi in singles are really tricky. Like the Pokemon Trainer matchup can just take away that horizontal space so well, and particularly like the Samus matchup is one that is just a bugbear for Yoshi. Just taking away that neutral space, that charge shot is so impactful in the horizontal. Oh, but I love that jab lock into the down B. Man, every time I start to say Stitch is going to find some adversity, Stitch comes up with some big combo.
Really like what we saw there from Damuji as well, going for that down throw to put the hitbox of your opponent in front of you. They will eat that charge shot, and then you can continue that pressure afterwards. That green missile catching Connie a little bit. Red team heavily damaged, but again, things can change so quickly when you've got a character like Luigi on the field, so Connie's better watch his back as he lands.
And that missile from downtown knocking Stitch into the very heights of Pokemon Stadium. Oh, and you know what I like? Okay. Stitch went for like the singles combo, and this is what we're talking about, like the singles versus doubles mentality. Stitch went for that singles combo after getting the egg lay on the Connie. I would have loved to see Stitch get the egg lay and then just turn around and go for the 2v1.
Exactly.
That's the kind of thing that's like the next level of doubles that I want to see this team go for.
Honestly, I mean, they would have a chance at winning the tournament if they can just get that 2v1 stuff going, right? Or playing that team game. But that's kind of what Red Team has not been allowing them to do. They're not letting them get those 1v1s.
Oh, but Angelo is that backline that is so different right now.
Ooh, there's that team play right there. We see Stitch flying in, saving Angelo's behind, not letting him get ledge trapped, and here comes more big Luigi damage. I think they absolutely let Stitch take the front line right now.
That bomb saved Angelo from like a freest punish of all time. And now, okay, this Charizard is so low. Yellow team is in a great position here, but they gotta seal the deal.
You see the yellow team actively trying to split these players up, and that super missile just going to add the extra icing on the cake to let that back throw take the stock. Angelo looking for that super jump punch, but Connie a little bit too evasive for it to land just yet.
Okay, Angelo covering the roll, Yoshi covering other ways.
Lift, we saw that hit earlier, but not quite able to get that super jump punch space correctly. Connie, though, drifting into the up smash. Samus is heavy, but one more solid hit like that back air. And man, Stitch and Angelo on a hell of a winning streak right now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from them. Again, as you mentioned, like they have that predisposition to 1v1, but when they turn it around and are able to stop the 1v1 and then turn it into a 2v1, particularly when Yoshi is the one that's able to use that speed to like close the gap, because Luigi's not really a fast character, right? He's not going to be able to like turn that around. But if Yoshi can create those opportunities, I feel like Stitch is like the X factor on this run for them.
I feel like what you can do if you're Stitch, you know, you can consider that, okay, Angelo, Luigi kind of has the same thing as Incineroar where he doesn't have good horizontal movement, but vertical movement he has in spades.
Yes.
He can make up some height distance very, very quickly. And if I'm playing Yoshi as the teammate, I'm trying to figure, okay, he's got great jump height. I've got the best horizontal movement in the game, more or less. You know, when you account for like air drift and stuff, he might not be Sonic, but Yoshi can make up ground so
Yoshi
quickly.
definitely has the horizontal movement advantage in this particular matchup because Don Muji has really never played Squirtle. Squirtle has the fastest ground speed technically out of any of these characters, but there's been no Squirtle on the stage.
Man, okay, great by Connie to be able to get on stage quickly. Also saw some really good SDI to avoid that full combo going through on Don Muji as well. But regardless, ANJELLOH continuing to put on the hurt. We'll see if Stitch can make it back on stage and support the teammate. But red team, man, taking a beating.
Bleeding.
2 quick stocks taken from Don Muji.
Oh, but Luigi actually saved by the bomb. You saw he burned an air dodge way low.
Samus off stage again. Yellow team really going for a lot of these 1v1s and finding success. Quick air dodge from ANJELLOH.
What an up, or sorry, a down air. There from Stitch. Stitch has 3 stocks to his name.
I know I've used the word wrecking ball to describe this team a couple times already, but let me just say it again. This team is a wrecking ball. Watch your walls.
And they're so good at just turning around the momentum on who is the wrecking ball. You never know. It could be Yoshi. It could be Luigi. I mean, like probably 3 out of 4 times it's Luigi, but like the Yoshi burst has been impressive in this game too.
It's a little bit of a misinput there from ANJELLOH and is going to eat a juggle for his troubles. And I love the target switch right there. Let the Yoshi take care of the Pokemon trainer. ANJELLOH putting on some damage with that super jump punch. And oh, that egg unfortunately interrupting what definitely could have been a super jump punch combo. We've seen that up tilt into up B before.
That is one of the things that's a Yoshi thing you have to learn in doubles, not interrupting your teammates' combos with egg.
Woo! And ANJELLOH picking up everything that his teammate is putting down, though. In comes that down B to rack on some extra damage. We are staring down the barrel of yet another 2-0 lead for Stitch and ANJELLOH, and that is exactly what we see. ANJELLOH making huge use of that up smash in this set.
And that was absolutely an exclamation point of a game here for Team Yellow. Man, they put on the hurt in that game, too. Even though that was Team Red's counterpick. Team Red just did not have any momentum really at all.
Well,
and as I say, it's a momentum game.
It's a momentum-based game, baby, especially when you're talking about combo characters, right? You got to cool them off. But I think that's one of the things that Yoshi can really bring to the table, right, is that Luigi, sometimes if you just really get him off balance and he's not finding a way to, you know, open you up, you can feel that lethargy, right? But that's what Yoshi's there for. He says, hey, no matter what happens, I'm tanky and I'm fast, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly right in there with these big, long-lasting hitboxes, and you run in behind me. I'm Reinhardt.
Yes, Yoshi is Air Reinhardt.
Oh my god, he's dead, though. He's actually dead. He's
alive!
No,
he's saved by Charizard. Saved by Charizard.
Don Muji, a couple of mistakes that are leading to really crucial stock turnarounds where, I mean, the games could have been so different, and that's another one of those situations because we haven't seen Red Team play with a big lead yet.
And so that's a moment where Don Muji started on Squirtle. I had mentioned that Don Muji has really just played 0 Squirtle as we've been watching him play Pokemon Training, right? He switched and then switched immediately to Charizard. I'm wondering if like Squirtle could have made something more happen there, but I guess Charizard back air is a great drug.
The Squirtle just really isn't a doubles character. Like, your combos last a very long time, and so they're very prone to being interrupted. On top of being just a very light character as well, you really want that punch per hit, and that's what Ivysaur and Charizard are going to offer.
What that makes me think is that Don Muji doesn't know like the guaranteed combos on Yoshi, because if you get a guaranteed Squirtle combo on Yoshi, that you can't double jump through. Oh, no. See you later.
She said, wake up! Get off the ground, fight back! Oh, ANJELLOH getting taken off the top. Great use of that up B from Connie. Giving the red team a lead. It doesn't last very long, but they do have, as you said, Sturm, momentum, and that is something that they have been lacking in this set.
Yes, indeed. Now Connie trying to cross up with a dash attack into
the
up tilt, gets the there, but there's enough resources left in the tank for ANJELLOH to get back to center stage and just avoid that charge shot entirely. And another Ivysaur explodes to the back air of Yoshi.
That was so well played from Yellow Team. ANJELLOH just flat out just ignored Connie and said, hey, my teammate is having a little bit of a struggle with this Pokemon trainer, so I'm going to go in, start to harry him, and they were immediately able to convert a stock off of it as well.
Yeah, Connie's not breaking the zone enough with the projectiles, right? And that's what Samus is supposed to do when you're far away from the stage, is make you respect Samus's horizontal range. But, yeah, like you mentioned, this Pokemon trainer is just struggling in these 2v1s.
Now we're back to that 1v1 scenario. You were talking about it. Samus is a really good disruptor in doubles, and playing out those 1v1s sometimes is not to your benefit. You want to be there to support your teammates. Do see ANJELLOH get taken away. 2 down throws for your trouble, Yellow Team. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, that is the opportunity that Muji absolutely needed to stay alive. And yep, they get the combo on the Luigi as Charizard just has enough in the tank to stay alive.
Good looking stuff for Red Team right now. Mind those percents though, because if they can take a stock from Connie here quickly, this could come down to a 2v1 and then potentially give ANJELLOH a really great setup for a 1v1 down the line. But now it's ANJELLOH
the
in a
Yoshi
1v3.
stock instead, and now it's Luigi against the world, but it's 2 stocks immediately.
It's not over.
When did Harry Carey say that?
No, that's not every impression I do is Harry Carey. Wouldn't that be crazy if he just suddenly... Anyways, we got a 1v1 to talk about right now. This is intense because
the weight!
The bomb, though, comes through. Connie making liberal use of it for a reason, but now getting caught with no double jump. ANJELLOH putting on the pressure.
And using that floatiness of Samus to avoid all 3 hits of that jab. Ooh, okay. Everyone's alive.
Jumping out just to reset the situation. Down smash well spaced, but it's not going to be strong enough to take that stock. ANJELLOH going to go for that low recovery, but watch out because here comes another barrage.
Instant dash attack from the ledge buys ANJELLOH the stage and finds that roll. I thought that roll was going to get caught by the...
He's actually playing Hi-Fi Rush right now. This is parry,
it's
dodge.
It's a rhythm game.
A little bit against Samus. Press the B button
but
to delete
you
Luigi.
Failed. You failed the rhythm game.
And we go to game number 4. Red Team bringing this one back.
808 stares at the camera.
Boom.
You shouldn't have done that, kid.
Good game. Hi-Fi Rush is a good game.
Yes. Hi-Fi Rush, you should play it. In Twitch chat, it's rumored to be on Switch at some point.
What if the main character of Devil May Cry was a sopping wet nerd who is a pretend guitarist? That's actually not very different from Devil May Cry, now that I say it out loud.
The don't nod Devil May Cry, maybe.
DMC5 Dante is so funny to me because, like, you put him in comparison to, like, I don't know, you're playing V, and you see Virgil there, and you've got Nero, and then Dante's just like, yeah, pizza! I'm on my motorcycle! Good series of games. And remember when people wanted Dante in this game, and everybody was like, no, that'll be Bayonetta 2.
And then what happened?
Oh, and then... Anyways, game number 4. I was actually afraid that that was going to be Sora when I saw his moveset, and then it was like, oh, it doesn't work. Thank God.
Oh, Sora?
Yeah, thank God the moveset doesn't work. Phew! Crisis averted.
Sora is annoying for like 48 other reasons than being the best character in the game. So,
but that's not one of them.
Yeah. Not being the best character in the game is at least decent.
Yeah, he's high. But there is no Sora to be seen right now. Game 4, everybody's sticking with their mains.
That is
ANJELLOH.
a Luigi jump gone. It should just be curtains there for ANJELLOH. Yep, that is the weakness of that character. As soon as the jump's gone off the side, if your teammate is not in position, and Yoshi was all the way in another zip code on the left side of Pokemon Stadium, no chance.
Means the yellow team is going to have to play from a deficit. Like we mentioned earlier, didn't see a lot of it. Amazing edge guard right there from Muji. Man, taking care of this Luigi in quick business.
But the revenge is pretty sweet, as it turns out, for ANJELLOH. As you get just like the immediate upbeat. But a Yoshi dead on the other side means it's 5 stocks to 3, and all of these are pretty healthy. So this lead is pretty comfortable for the red team.
And I do want to point out, we're a full minute into this game. Connie's been hit twice. I mean, just completely clean stock.
I've played a lot of doubles versus Censored from Nebraska.
I love Censored.
I actually really never team with Censored in those teams, so I fight against his Samus a lot of. It's specifically this style of Samus, which is stay under the platform, don't get hit, let your friend do all the smacking. The stock tank Samus is very viable because Censored is he's very good at winning some tournaments when it comes to double Samus.
We will see, though, if Connie is able to channel.
As much as I hate to compliment that guy really in any context ever, but Stitch
got a
Stitch
big
makes
enough
me
head
look
as
better.
it is.
Stitch makes me look better as he gets the KO over on the right side, stopping that stock tank Samus right in the bud.
Back throw after the Zare for just a little extra damage. Red team, though, now getting down to 2 and 1 stocks apiece, just like the yellow team. And, you know, we haven't seen any of those explosive stocks from ANJELLOH.
Oh, and no tech from ANJELLOH. Yeah, this has just been an over game. Platinum sombrero for ANJELLOH as it comes to doubles.
Swing and a miss, unfortunately. And now it will be down to Stitch to try and get a really crazy difficult 1v3 in terms of stocks. It looks like we're going to game 5.
I would bet a shiny nickel as someone who does not bet.
I would not.
Because you don't bet.
I don't have a nickel.
Oh.
I'd have to give you like $20.
Much less a shiny one.
No. Mine are all corroded. If I had a nickel for every time I had a nickel, I wouldn't have any nickels. But it would be infinite otherwise. Oh, hold on.
That was actually kind of sick as like a reverse team combo. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like this, we're running out the clock here.
That turnaround up air was so clean. That was nice. I love it. Yoshi has some pretty cool looking movement.
Yes, Stitch's movement particularly has been really nice. Like going for specifically the turnaround. Like turnaround up tilt is really important for the movement. Turnaround up air is really important, particularly where the hitbox starts and ends, right? Like Yoshi is such a cool character.
Yeah.
But it did not matter because you were just in such a hole here for Stitch.
Well, now, I mean, what looked like at the start of Game 3 even, I was going to say at the end of Game 2, but even at the start of Game 3, this looked like it was going to be another clean 3-0 for the yellow team, move on to grand finals, but really getting the screws put to them by the red team right now, who are working on that reverse 3-0, and they've, it's like I was saying earlier, they have just shut down ANJELLOH. We didn't see a single 0 to death in that last game.
Now, ANJELLOH did next to nothing in that last game. But like I mentioned, it's 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts, and they were all looking.
Yeah.
Just
ride the pine.
Not a great showing from ANJELLOH. It's going to have to be different, and they're going to have to ride out on the same stage. The stage was not the problem, right? It was just getting caught in those scrambles in the bad spots.
I feel like a change in venue would be good for them, though, because you're talking about primarily Ivysaur with some Charizard. Great for covering those platforms. And Samus covers that horizontal space so well. You're talking about a big stage like PS2. I'd like things to be a bit more scrambly. I think that's where yellow team's better.
I think that this format is 3 bans, no DSR. So if like all 3 of the smaller stages are banned,
you'll never get a choice.
Yeah,
okay,
you might just want to end up here. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'm not.
Hey everybody, can we all shake on not doing 3 ban no DSR anymore? Can we use a good rule set now?
Hey, I'm not about to touch that. I am very retired from TOing.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. But I don't know what the solution is, but I know that this is not it.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
That's true. You've described games criticism.
Pretty much.
All these rising dares from Stitch. He's playing so good in this game.
So tough to contest.
How is Connie? Connie has been the stock take. Connie is already at 98% on the second stock.
I think
damage.
I think
so quick.
We just have seen Stitch be a little bit more aggressive against the Samus, not letting Connie just kind of rule over one part of the stage and play that disruptor role. Now it's, hey, we're going back to these 1v1s. You are going to fight me.
Oh, yeah, Stitch never touched the ledge, so it required the third jump, the high air dodge to make it back. Okay, Connie got the punish, though, with that very strong projectile.
All right, well, 2 stocks apiece, but yellow team is the one with the percent advantage, unlike last game. And forward smash, not going to go for the super jump punch, maybe thinking it could whiff without the proper reset. Meanwhile, Connie down to last stock, and we've got Stitch working on that ledge trap as well.
Yeah, Stitch is really trying to catch that jump with the forward air. That seems to be the option. And that egg covering the dare so well.
I love the customization there from ANJELLOH, feeling the presence of that Charizard closing in on him. He realized, I'm not going to get the time to do the super jump punch setup. I just need to select my option to now instead be an up air. Connie barely making it back, but red team just on their last limb.
That down smash from downtown, enough to even KO Charizard, and now Connie is one breath away from dying.
Ooh!
But they've got the stage control. This could be an opportunity to turn around. Yep, and there goes ANJELLOH. I mean, there was no chance. It's Luigi recovery with no resources.
The charge shot that made that happen, the spacing on it was so perfect and clean from Connie. May just give red team a chance to get back into this one, but they have got to eliminate that Yoshi and then I think cheese the Luigi. I think it's focus ANJELLOH once you take that Yoshi stock.
But ANJELLOH really trying to help Stitch make it back to the stage, and there goes Connie. It's going to be Charizard against the world, and Charizard can do it. Speaking of the cheesy character, oh, if that was back air, that was it.
That could have been it for real. This is actually very doable for the red team, but no, instead it's
not.
Super jump punch. ANJELLOH clutching it out for the yellow team. They took the lead. They did not relinquish it, and they will make they're making a tear through the losers bracket to get to grand finals because they entered the losers bracket in top 8.
Yes.
Or rather, they've entered top 8 from the losers bracket.
It's been a hell of a run here for Stitch and ANJELLOH.
So let me count that. That's at least 1 to make it into top 8, at least, because I haven't seen the full bracket. And then 2 to get to losers quarters, and then 3 to get to semis, and then 4 to get to losers finals, and now a 5th straight set that they have won in losers at bare minimum to now get their chance at Raven King and its Adam.
They'll have to win 7 in a row to take